Hello everyone, welcome to Baatcheet with Cafe Mutual. I'm Ridhima Bhatnagar and I have here with me MD and CEO of HDFC Mutual Fund, Navneet Manot. Hello
Thank
sir,
you.
welcome to Cafe Mutual.
My pleasure. Always a pleasure to be in Cafe Mutual event.
Yes sir. So what are the strategies you planning on to tap into the rural markets?
So we've always focused on expansion into the smaller markets. Over the years, we have seen the mutual fund industry growing into the smaller markets. In our parlance, this is called B30, beyond top 30 cities, where increasingly more investors are joining into mutual fund as a product. We have a large physical network of branches, but over a period of time, I think technology will make it easier for us to reach out to many more customers across the breadth and the depth of the country over the next several years. So we continue to invest in our digital technology to serve our partners and then to reach out to as many investors as possible. We have seen in India that how India leapfrogged. Instead of fixed line telephone, everybody's got a mobile phone. Instead of a personal computer, everybody's got a smartphone. Or instead of, let's say, a branch banking or a physical banking now, the mobile banking, and over a period of time even UPI has ensured financial inclusion at a different level. And I see a similar prospect for the mutual fund industry, that over the next several years I think our expansion could be greater through technology. At the same time, human touch is important, and that's why we continue to invest in our partners so that they can reach out to as many places as possible.
So I also want to ask you, how are active funds going to stay competitive, seeing that the passives are gaining prominence in India?
I think look at the track record. Several of the fund strategies have been running for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. Several of our funds have been in existence for over 20, 25, 30 years and have a very good track record of delivering alpha over a long period of time. I don't see any reason for our fund managers not able to generate alpha over the next several years. I think they would deliver that. Without getting much detail into it, I think what I would say is that in India, the debate should not be active versus passive. The discussion should be around active and passive. Both will grow. As an industry, we are investing in both, and I think our larger purpose should be to bring more investors into our fold.
What are the three trends in the MF industry which will shape the growth of the industry?
I think industry has been growing pretty decently over the last couple of years. The reasons behind our growth has been, one, the track record that I talked about. I think industry has got a long-term track record to exhibit to investors and get their confidence. It's about, I think, transparency of the product. This is one of the most transparent financial product or investment product, not only in India, but even from a global standard. I think our regulator, our industry body, all the industry players have worked very hard, and players like we have worked very hard to ensure that our products are very transparent so that the trust can be built. And of course, the technology has helped. The digital technology has really helped in terms of reaching out to more investors, making the journey a lot more smoother and seamless. And last but not the least, I think a lot of focus on investor education that industry has over the last several years. I think this whole campaign of mutual fund sahi hai, and at an individual level, each and every AMC has been trying their best in the most innovative manner how we can reach out to more investors. For example, in SDFC AMC, we have this ambitious investor education program called Banni Se Azadi, which is basically that women traditionally who've been putting their money in kitchen jar for a rainy day, how can we bring them into a mutual fund product so that they can compound their money much more over a period of time. And over the last several over the last 2 years, we have done several events. To be precise, 760 events across the country. In fact, in this week of Investor Education Week, which is celebrated every year, we are celebrating in a very unique way, which is doing 76 Nukkad Natak
That's
across
incredible.
the country. Yeah.
And the last question is that what do you like most about the Cafe Mutual events?
Oh, many things. I would have spoken at almost all your events over the years. I think the thought leadership, your organizing capability, the way you curate the whole program, the participants, everything is just too good. The entire team, Prem and each one of you do a wonderful job. This time, what I liked was really the title. I think it's not here. It was inside. Anti-fragile,
Fragile.
dynamic, and
Innovative,
innovation.
yeah.
And anti-fragile is a very important word because one is that resilience, building resilience, and people say that you should be resilient if there is a crisis. The another way to look at it is anti-fragile is a step ahead, which is if there is a crisis, you actually become stronger
Yeah.
from the crisis, you come out stronger from the crisis. That I really liked. And the second thing I like the way you celebrated the success of several partners from different parts of the country. And it was so heartening that so many of those partners from very small places, Kota, Dharwad, I'm in a small place in Bihar, and so many, and doing such a wonderful work. It really touches our heart. It's very, very heartening.
Thank you so much for
Thank
those
you.
great insights.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Pleasure.
That was all. Signing up and see you in the next session.